Hey, welcome back to the TheCopKitchen. I'm Dave Sheppy. So if you saw my video here, I made some cream cheese snickerdoodles, which came out pretty darn good. I'm going to make more snickerdoodles. Only these ones are going to be sugar-free, gluten-free snickerdoodles for those that are on keto diets and have diabetes, such as myself. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to need for ingredients for these cookies will be 2 cups of almond flour, a half a cup, 1 stick of salted butter, softened, just a pinch of salt, I'm using kosher, 3/4 of a cup of sweetener of your choice. I'm going to be using a combination of Splenda and Swerve. You'll also need a half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And of course, we're going to roll those in a cinnamon sugar, and that'll be 2 tablespoons of the granulated sweetener. I'll be using Swerve for that, and a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So, let's get started. First thing, I'm going to go ahead and cream the butter. I'm using a hand mixer. You can use a stand mixer, I suppose, but I am going to use a hand mixer. Add in the sugar, sweetener, and I don't know if I mentioned, it is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Go ahead and add in 2 cups of almond flour. Add in the cinnamon, baking soda, and the salt. Just mix that till it's combined. And sometimes you just need to get in there and mix it with your hands. My hands are clean, by the way, as you saw. Mix it till it becomes doughy. Then we're going to cover it, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator 10 or 15 minutes just to chill it a little bit, and that looks mixed pretty darn good. So I'm going to cover it, put it in the refrigerator. I'll be back in just a few minutes, or in your case it'll be just. Alrighty, I just took the cookie dough out of the refrigerator. It's been in there for 10 minutes. Firmed up a bit. I've got my 1.5 tablespoon cookie scoop. Also, preheat your oven to 350. Should have done that probably a little while ago when I put it in the refrigerator. And we're going to cook these for about 15 minutes, keeping an eye on them. What I usually do is put them all on the cookie sheet, which I have lined with a silicone mat. This will make about, with this size scoop, about a dozen cookies. After that, take them, roll them into your cinnamon sugar, back on the mat. Speed this up just a little bit. Last one. In the oven, 350 degrees, 15 minutes. Here we go. we're set for 15 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, so they're out of the oven. They've been in there for 15 minutes. They're still a little soft to the touch. We're gonna let them sit on the baking sheet for about 10 or 15 minutes. Let them cool quite a bit, and then we'll move them over to the cooling rack. I'll see you then. Okay, so they've been cooling on the pan for 10 or 15 minutes, and we're gonna transfer them over to the cooling rack and let them cool completely. Alrighty, I'll be back when they've completely cooled, and maybe we'll take a little taste test and see how they came out. I'll see you then. So there you go. Sugar-free, gluten-free Snickerdoodles for those who are on keto diets and or are diabetics. Let's take a little taste. Ooh, crunchy on the outside, feels like. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. I'm really surprised about this. They're very moist on the inside, very much like these ones. But just remember, there's no sugar in this, the sweetener. I have to admit, I've made several different recipes trying to get a good Snickerdoodle, sugar-free, keto-friendly, and this is the best one so far. I did put a little cinnamon in the dough that the recipe didn't call for, and I'm glad I did, because the cinnamon helps with the flavor, enhancing it, and it's definitely not too sweet. It's not undersweet either, like the brownies that I made, the keto brownies. So give these a try if you're on a keto diet. They're yummy. So until next time, wash your hands, safe distance from people. We still have the coronavirus out there that we're worried about. Take care of yourselves. Till next time, stay safe. I'm 10-7. Now go wash your hands again.